Hello?
Hello.
Hello, anyone?
What? Yeah. You're a noodle. No thanks.
Need help.
Where you at, Coney?
Yeah, I need help.
Alright.
Team person. Oh, I don't think a team, maybe a person, but someone near me. Oh, free!
I cracked him.
Okay. Team push, so that oh. Yeah, we might be there. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing team push now.
Thanks, Banana Man. Oh man, burning me up, bruh. Here comes a car. He's in the bush. GG.
Yo, you guys got a mic?
Yeah.
What up, dude?
Okay. Not much. Trying to go live. Take what you guys know. Alright, I'm ready. Oh, shit. Oh, you guys jumped early, bro. Damn it.
Hell yeah, bro. I got a 2-shot if somebody want it.
You don't want to update thing. I'm still gliding in there. I'm glad. Alright, bet.
I'm better so
You guys want a blue log? There's a machine over there. Bio.
I got one.
Alright,
I'm going to Rocky. He's
I'll
gonna
be
be
there in a
catching
moment.
bodies. He catching fucking bodies. Come and cut it.
I'm over here fighting a
Come and
whole
cut it.
fucking another team, bro.
I seen.
I killed them all. All four of them.
I know you're fucking crazy.
Guys, bro. They were probably AI.
I pulled up on my fucking pig.
And the fucking kill. I got a mini if it's dropped. Yeah. I'm out the. Anyone want a blue 2-shot? Green. That's the first time I ever used that charge. That thing lightweight. It's blue. I don't trust it. Yeah, I'm about to throw this there. Yeah. What the? Probably the blue and regular puff.
Y'all still got the blue og over there?
I got
Yeah,
a blue,
it was a machine.
Alright.
Or was that machine? No, it was over here by us. Right. Yeah, that bitch was over here. Bitch was there. Oh wait, you can see it on your mini
What's
map.
up?
Look on your mini
Hold on
map.
one moment. You can't get from here to here. I'll get banned right here.
It's the machine. The machine's right there, right? The purple.
Doing one of my
Right,
side hustles, webcam modeling. And you're not verified as it's banning me. You know what I mean?
You hear me? Is this you listening?
I don't know, bro.
You hear me, bro? I pinned where the purple is where the vending machine is to buy the.
Oh,
blue
alright, for sure.
Alright.
My girl, though.
Bro, they cut it short on the first one. I just know. Oh. Yeah. Is this squads?
Yeah, squads.
Yeah, how the fuck? They just ripped us off on it.
Uh-huh. It'd be like that.
People load in and I'm the team that, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're the team that gets fucking. We're gonna win anyway. Alright. Oh wait, I got too much. I already have max AR ammo. There's AR.
Oh, already.
Does anybody need any?
Yeah, I'll scoop this up.
I have like 500.
Nice.
Oh wait, come over here. Look, I got 3 rare fruit.
I got the 3 fruit. Shots this way. Shots this way. You got the
I picked that. What's the plan? I just got hip to the street. Oh, you can't play one at a time? Does anybody want that? Or this? Anything that came out that street?
Nah, I'm good. I found a gold auto in the machine.
We got shots over
Alright, but trying to go out of the machine where they have that.
It was that one where the movie theater screen's at. In the middle of it.
Oh, I'm still over about it.
I was looking for that machine you told me about, but I stumbled on that.
Oh, let me.
Oh, I see him.
Yeah, come on. Oh, this is just up. Did you guys get him? You guys get the bounty? There's a big pot over here too. Oh, I didn't mean to hit you, my guy. Oh no.
Luckily I didn't take damage because it was you.
Not bad.
It's all good.
There's a fire. Fire over here.
I'm pushing over here to get my kill on this dude I sniped.
Hey, is
And
anyone
there's
like
somebody
heavy
else.
snipers?
Yeah, I'm rocking one. What color is it?
Purple? I'll drop it down there for you.
Yeah, that'd be rad.
It's falling. Look, it's right here.
Alright.
Yeah.
There was some AIs just chilling in this motherfucker.
I don't know. Whoops. I don't know what's that. Oh, that's a. All right, here, on the bridge, Crack 24, 24. See you, bitch, guy. I shouldn't have shot him. He's right here. He's over there.
Legendary chest.
24, white. Still running. He's over here now. 24 again. You bitch, dude. How are you not dying?
Got one more on me.
I just knocked one of them for you.
Coming to you right now.
Nice. That's cool.
That dude that you knocked picked up that crown.
Pretty goofy. That's what he was worried about, man.
Uh-huh. You knocked him and he worried about picking up the crown from my kill. Like, come on, bro, really?
Wow. Oh. If they come get a refresh, do anything over here.
Oh, I got a keg, yo. Here.
I just need to. I
Forgot
need
about
some,
that.
Does anyone need any ammo?
I'm alright, though. I can use some more snipe. You got some snipe bullets?
Yeah, for sure. I got a bunch.
Yeah, you can have all my mini ammo. I'm not even rocking a sub this round.
I'll bet. Listen up. Hell yeah, that's right.
Sometimes I substitute the sub for a snipe. I don't run a snipe every round, you know?
Oh yeah. It's always fun to run different shit, you know?
For sure.
Is anybody like real good on mats? Cause I don't have any mats.
I'm alright. They're pretty ugly. I need to pull out my pickaxe for real.
Thank you. I'll get like I'm good now.
Alright, 11 people left. 4 separate squads.
Let me know if you guys need it. Or were the people's playing this like fucking FPS finals or something? Where they at? Hiding? All three of them. Bro, where are you?
They probably chill in the storm.
Watch, I'll just let that norm. They got fucking drilled. They're hiding the right one. Yo, these mushrooms are OP for the but
Yeah, they are. A lot of times, instead of stacking splashes, I'll stack 15 of them shrooms.
yeah,
Because it heals you super fast, man.
yeah, each one gives you 10. Some of them give you 50.
Stack of 15 of them shrooms and 4 floppers, and you're set on consumes.
Right.
But them berries are lit too. Sometimes I stack them berries or whatever.
Yeah, oh yeah, them cloudberries, them bitches are gangster, man. Oh, I see him right here. Come on, let's go, you guys. And the other ones are up here. And then there's a few right here. Let's do that. Let's just stay back and just put our shots in. One team's up on the hill. Yes, the other one team's right here. I knocked one. Oh wait, no I didn't. What? I knocked one. Knocked one. Yeah. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Another one down there. There's another one down there. Start shooting these out. Start shooting these out. Here, he's right here. He's right here. The one HP. The one HP.
24.
Nice. Good shot. Oh, they rifted? Was that they rifted?
Get shot from behind.
Get him out the air. Where's he at? They're in the air. Oh, I just cracked his ass out the air, bro.
I'm out.
He's cracking shots with the DMR.
Bro,
Not
we're
hidden,
getting shot,
but
bro.
yeah.
We're getting shot all the way from
Right here, right here, bro.
Up top.
Bitch ass.
Look, we gotta go to zone, bro.
Yeah, let's go ahead and move around.
Might as well break there a little bit.
Come on, yo.
Alright, let's go. Let's go underneath. Go underneath you. Oh yeah. Bro, I fucking... Okay. That was good shit right there. That's a good shot, son. Okay.
Dude's still up top with the DMR. I just knocked him.
Nice, baby. Let's fucking go.
He's right there.
Where's he knocked at? Paint where
Right
he's
there.
23 shot up here.
I don't have an angle to
24 on one,
finish.
24 on one, right where you're pinging. Look at the shockwaves over here. Right here, right here. Right in this little square thing, right? Yep. Go back. I'm lacing her. I just laced her right in the corner.
Out the back, out the back, out the back. They're going out the back right here.
I just laced that bitch, bro. She's white. There's one up here, I guess. I don't know. I got you. They're stuck up here now. They're stuck up here now.
Yep.
They're look. I'm gonna drop this podcast, bro. Oh, he just fell.
Where?
He's a Spider-Man motherfucker. Where the fuck is this Spider-Man today? He's right here. Here, you guys. I cracked him twice. 30.
Right here, out the back, out the back, out the back. There's a kid running around.
There's another Spider-Man kid over here. 30. Crash him 30. Right on my red marker. And running back up there. I got somebody else.
Down over here.
Right here. Up on top of the porta thing.
Alright, I gotta get him.
Still right here too. You guys wanna go over there? You wanna wait? Should we just stay back? Should we just build it up and stay back?
I say stay back.
Yeah. Let's just keep putting these AR shots in, and then if we gotta go upon them, we gotta go upon them. But Storm's gonna have to make these kids up top move anyways. Trying to porta thing.
Let him peek again.
I
I'm
just
about to knock
cracked another
him.
one. I just cracked another one twice too. I'm getting all white right
Knock.
there.
I knocked one. We gotta get on that.
Good shit, baby. Let's go.
They're trying to run the hill. Right here, we gotta push, guys. We gotta push. They're low.
I'm with you.
Crack. Oh my god, this kid is one.
I'm coming.
Oh, I potatoed my fucking shot.
I just wait for them. Oh, what?
Back.
I didn't see that kid. Oh, thank you. Here's one. Bro, that was weak. That was weak on my part. Yeah, you guys trying to play again? How come it
Yeah,
says
bro,
the
add
same
me
people?
up.
Oh, yeah, yeah, okay. Alright.
They screaming, this is my moment, my fate written, I'm chosen. Other spirits fall, but mine has ceased to be broken. You stripping down my privates, I'm my only opponent. And lately I abide but limitless, I've awoken. So let me show you that everything I sacrificed mattered. All that blood, sweat, tears that I scattered. All that fake talk, fear that you splattered. Push me to right here, a new chapter.
Waiting for the flag to fall here now, cutting through the rolling fog. You know you need it. It's so close, I feel it here now. This is the moment.
welcome unlimited plan for just $30.
I've already told everyone.
Wait, did you say Verizon for just $30?
It's their best unlimited price ever.
$30?
Don't need this no more?
Yeah, and it's from the most reliable 5G network in America.
$30 a line? I'm switching now.
And you get $960 when you switch the whole family.
Wow, I gotta let my buddies know.
The network you want, the price you love, only from Verizon.
This might not be your car, and this might not be your engine. Maybe this isn't your morning routine, and maybe these aren't your coworkers. Perhaps these aren't your standard driving conditions. Far from it. But this is your oil, which means you're one of us, doesn't it? For serious engines, on and off the track, upgrade the Mobile One.
The Bronco Raptor was built to climb pretty much anything. Dunes, rocks, even ranks. Bronco Raptor, Rocket League Edition.
Hopes, memory, and nostalgia were thick going into the match. Version 1 took it all, put it in a trash can, lit it on fire, kicked it down the hill. NRG took a goal, I think, one time?
We cursed it, Wave. I think all of us predicted on the desk thought other people would pick V1.
I'm sorry, V1.
And then no one did. And is not going to end.
And I would love to be able to claim to like, oh, we all thought someone else was there. We were just doing it for the sake of the show. No, I think every one of us, to some degree, actually believe NRG had a chance there.
I was watching behind the scenes and I was wondering what you're all thinking. It was obviously going to be V1 based off the recent history.
Easy for you to say now.
Genuinely, everyone in the green room was confused as to what the desk was talking about. We all had that hope that NRG would be able to play the way they used to play, but they just aren't at the same level as the modern Rocket League teams here.
Yeah, but my one question mark was beast mode in front of a crowd. He had big-time moments throughout this series. It just feels like more reps in front of the crowd will get stuff done. But Justin putting in an incredible goal. But at the end of the day, it did not matter. Version 1, again, beast mode, clutch plays.
Look, Comp got some gene splicing. He said, Torment, you're really good at defense. Can I get some of that? And then, I mean, the defense for Version 1 was insane. NRG shots, they had great offense. That's the thing, is like all of these games were so close. But how did Version 1 have a player in the way every single time? There's one.
Look, it looks like amazing defense. It's just a little bit too predictable from NRG. The shots they're coming up with are simple, they're repeatable, but they're not going to take players out the game like the touches that V1 were making at the goal line.
That was true. There was at least one barrage, though, in Game 3 where the shots were coming from the corner at wild angles. And
but they were trying to fumble, too. They get the demo, there'll still be someone there.
But that barrage
they
only worked because Com messed up a clear. It was relying on a mistake from their opposition.
But it didn't work, is what I'm saying. We're
saying the ones that didn't work, even when they got demos, there was still a player from Version 1, so they were literally deleting players, Greg. They were deleting
I think
them.
we're agreeing here, but the one goal that did happen from that barrage was when Com miscleared it. So they're relying on the opponents to make mistakes, which just doesn't happen as often these days. You need to be able to outplay multiple players, string together super touches, and that Justin goal, amazing as it was, that is not reproducible.
That's fluky.
So we need to see more of those incredible solo plays from NRG and following up from teammates.
Well, it's time for the next match of the day. Let's take a look at the group stage as we continue on through Group A here. One match left to finish off our upper quarterfinals, and we're already hearing chants of "Let's get wet" behind us. Moist Esports on the stage for the first time in Dickey's Arena, taking on the fan favorites through the wild card of Space Station Gaming.
We had to save the NA versus EU battle for the final game of the day. Space Station and Arsenal, he's feeling better. So that is a good sign. Space Station narrowly getting through the wild card, which is why they pull the #1 overall seed in Moist.
I mean, Moist have looked amazing at every LAN. We've seen the map for RLCS. The question is, can they do it now after the warmed-up Space Station came through the wild card?
Well, the reigning LAN champions here in the Rocket League Championship Series. First team we're going to meet is Moist.
It feels great to be at Worlds. You know, I feel like we deserved it. We didn't really expect to be here at the start of the season. But you know, we grinded through and now we're here, so yeah, it's crazy.
They surge forward with every attack. Moist are putting them in uncomfortable. And they pull out a stunning passing play in point blank.
This tournament's everything. I think anyone here would agree that this is what you play for a year, so this is it. We don't get nervous. We're ready, we're always ready, we're just joking around, having fun. We're friends, so you know, we just vibe out.
Throughout the spring split, your backs are against the wall of your Team Falcons. Meanwhile, Moist Esports.
All the work they put in.
For me to be here is literally a dream. I was thinking about it 2 years ago before COVID. I was like, I watched Madrid and I was like, it has to be me. And now it is. Other teams should fear us. Just look at our previous results. What are you smoking? Yeah, we're here to win, and we will.
So casual. Yeah, we're here to win, and we will. Moist. I think every time I've had a conversation with someone here, Jorby, about like who do you think's gonna win it, like they're the one team that is consistently always in the conversation out of everyone's mouth.
Well, I mean, you have to. They're the only team this season that's made more than one grand final in LAN. They went to the grand finals against G2 in Winter. They won in London. Of course, they're the favorites right now. You have to respect Joyo, Vatira, and Rise. They're the coldest team in Rocket League right now.
But on both occasions they made it to the final, they did drop out early. So if you're gonna go up against Moist, now is the time to do it. Early on in the tournament, takes them a little while to get into it, but if they hit that lower bracket, everyone's going to be scared of Moist.
It's going to be scared for Space Station, though, playing against the best player in the world right now, Vatira, on your screen right there. I think he put on a phenomenal performance at the Winter Major and then the Spring Major as well. Vatira, he wants that thing more than anyone here. Like, we always say that that's kind of cliche, but he was in tears after the Winter Major. He was so incredibly happy after Spring Major, and I think they absolutely are the undisputed favorites here.
Well, they might be challenging also their opponents for favorites in the venue at this point, because this crowd's pretty loud. On the other side, it's Space Station.
Making Worlds was a huge achievement for us. I was at the last one in Madrid, being able to go back to back.
You bring my charger, darling?
We played the majors, we played the regionals, but nothing can really compare. I mean, this is the biggest Rocket League tournament of all time. They couldn't mean more to us. We do have an advantage over teams that didn't play in a wild card. I think warm-up and momentum means a ton in this game, and we're excited to show it.
It's a great pass for Rebels. Daniel!
Daniel, who comes up with yet another clutch goal on land.
There are no teams we feel in this tournament. If anyone I do want to play as Moist, we feel like they're the other best team in the world, so that's who I want. General feeling's pretty good. We played LA, we felt like we could have won that tournament. We played London, we definitely felt like we could have won that tournament, only losing to the winners at 9 seconds left. We're the most confident. Fear us because we have nothing to lose. We're coming in with confidence and we're coming in to win the tournament. I don't think any team has put in as much time as we have recently. There's nothing you can do to get us off our grind right now. We're super, super ready for this. We couldn't appreciate the fans more. We have one of the biggest fan bases in the game, and we're forever grateful to you guys. Every tournament we go to, we're here to win. My team will be the one to lift the trophy because we're due. Anyone saying we don't stand a chance, last 2 majors, the only teams we've lost to are both the finalists. Get ready, it's not going to happen this time. All you should expect is the best performance from all 3 of us. We're ready for this.
Greg, and we heard Reynolds say that they definitely felt like they could have won both Los Angeles and London, both times coming up short. What's going to be the difference maker here today?
I mean, that's always the case against Moist. Many teams have gone to Game 5 or Game 7 against them and think they could have won it, but they are one of those teams that do clutch up at the end. SSG have to prove it here that they can do it on the big stage.
But I have to say, Space Station, they do look good. Even when Arsenal was sick, they still somehow battled through when you thought maybe they'd end up falling down. And this guy right here, Daniel, has been the X factor for this team. They've been calling him Laniel. You hear the crowd already getting hyped for them. This team is dangerous. They did lose to both the tournament winners at the very end. And for Space Station, I mean, it's just one failed kickoff away from being in the grand finals in London.
So incredibly close multiple times, but 0 tournament wins throughout this year. But none of that matters if they win the World Championship.
And they're less reliant now on Daniel. At the start of the season, it was all about, can Daniel carry SSG? Now it's about a full team roster. Questions were Rettles or Arsenal the MVP throughout the wildcard? No one was talking about Daniel because he played well, but it's about how much all three of them are stepping up in these big stages.
Just the consistency we saw from Rettles throughout the wildcard. Will that energy help them? We heard that they said that they liked playing in the wildcard. They were glad to have the extra games to get warmed up here. Moist, this is their first time playing on the stage at the World Championship, but the best team in Rocket League, at least by the numbers right now. Can they handle what Space Station's about to bring? Let's find out what you at home think about this in the Verizon fan vote. Hashtag MST, hashtag SSG. And predictions have not been going well for me so far today, so I'm going to start with the current leader on the end, Dragon.
I mean, I'm just trying to predict what I think is the most likely outcome. And now this is the hardest of the bunch because Moist, despite being the better team, struggle early on in tournaments to secure those results they should be winning. But I'm still going to back them here. I'm going to put Moist in for this one, although I do believe there is a good chance SSG can get that upset.
Wildcard teams so far 2-1 today. So that wildcard buff is really happening. But this is Moist. And they are so incredibly good. I know they drop out early, but it's always to V1. Not through the likes of Space Station. We'll see if that demo game will play a factor, because that's what V1 likes to do as well. Okay. So maybe, but I cannot pick against Moist.
Look, in London, Space Station, we're literally 9 seconds away from taking down Moist and going to the grand final. T-Shot, Daniel, and Slater, they got it this time. They're going to take down Moist early on in the tournament. They're moving on to us.
I would love to believe. But this is Moist. You have to beat them in 6 games or less at this point. You can't take them to game 7. It's gotta be Moist. We gotta get wet on this one. It's gotta be Moist in this situation. It's a lot of SSG fans.
It's 100 degrees out. It's pretty dry.
And somehow they're still wet. I don't understand. Let's take a look at how chat felt about it there again. Man, Space Station fans in the venue, fans in chat as well. But they're going to have to get through the hottest team, the wettest team in Rocket League right now. Let's get onto the stage. Get the last match of the day started. A middle bracket, a quarterfinals match. We're in the upper bracket right now. We got Moist in the blue, Space Station in the orange. 7 games to advance.
Is this the moment where Space Station Gaming finally exercises its Drizzly demons? Or does Moist reign supreme once again on land?
It feels like there is so much history between these two teams. And with all of that said, they've only played twice, but both of those times in winter and spring have gone to game 7s. Let's see if this is any different.
Space Station Gaming has not won a 7th game on land. And certainly not many have done so against Moist on or offline. Joyo drop one down, forced through by Vatira, and Rettles under fire early as SSG has to work in the first 15 seconds.
And here comes Arsenal breaking out of his own half, and watch for these bumps and demos coming out from Space Station Gaming. First place in all of North America in demos per game, but that doesn't matter if you're playing defense, but they get away with one there as that shot goes off the crossbar.
SSG let off the hook there with an early salvo for Moist. Opportunity for Daniel goes off the crossbar. Rettles sky one up for Arsenal, who is about as close to 100% as you could expect, as now Rise against Rettles, and it's SSG, the better of the two on this occasion. Arsenal, who was so brilliant in their round 5 series with the Pioneers, equated by many as his flu game. This will bounce around, and Vatira waiting. There's the bump. And Vatira still manages to send this away. SSG not diving in, not getting too aggressive. They understand how quickly Moist can counter.
And Daniel repaying the favor for SSG. They're getting a demo, and here comes Daniel, has a little space. Open net, and the prodigal son for Space Station Gaming scores first.
Daniel breaks the deadlock he had with Rettles, his 25th goal to take the team lead in this World Championship. Arsenal credited with an assist because that's just a contractual obligation at this point. And now he may be setting up for another with Rettles across the way. Joyo's going to bring it right to him. This could fall towards Daniel. He turns around. As Rise going to try and march in. That got around Joyo. And the demolition on Vatira. This time they took him out, and he still got back.
Vatira spawning in the right place at the right time. Gets the save at the most opportune moment, but they're not out of the woods just yet. Moist Esports desperately need a clear downfield. As Vatira gets that big boost, the ball finally in the orange half, shot on target, and pushed to the side.
Out laterally for Vatira, the European MVP. At any point, even in the winter split, where they were runner-up to G2, you could have made the case that maybe Rise could have been MVP.
Oh boy.
They could have a whole lot of accolades coming into this World Championship, but the one that matters most will be determined over the weekend as Joyo ties up this game right at the halfway mark. Moist bring it right back to SSG.
Joyo comes out of nowhere to be found in the peripheral of Space Station Gaming, flat-footed in the box, and Moist Esports ties up at halftime.
Arsenal mano-a-mano with Rise on the ensuing kickoff as Reynolds brings one in. They got one demo. Joyo off the field. He spawns in ball side. This does not disrupt anything. Moist able to recover so quickly. One of the better teams, even having to play a man down, even just for a few seconds. You just cannot shake the Moist defense.
I mean, it's just so easy for both teams when you have mechanical prowess on all 6 players. Everyone able to pull out all of the tricks in Rocket League. Is Joyo coming in to keep that pressure on Reynolds, and a double commit for Space Station Gaming. Let's see if that pass can find its mark up off the crossbar, off the back wall, but turned away and sent all the way back down to the blue half.
The journey for SSG, it seemed like a foregone conclusion after the first couple of rounds of Swiss that they would be in this spot, in the group stage, through to the main event. And then all of a sudden, the trials and tribulations began. They just could not get past Europe. And Europe almost a thorn in their side again. The shot just a little high and wide.
He doesn't have boost.
No, he does not, as Arsenal's going to take this one. Was also not aided by the fact that Arsenal had been sick through the later stages of Swiss. As Daniel has to bring one across. And again, Moist just warming the orange half of the field, and Joyo gives Moist the lead.
They were just chipping away at the resources, and Space Station Gaming had no boost left on the entire squad, and Joyo slots that one in, close post and in to take the lead.
Joyo's journey to reach this point, a spectator in the stands at the Copper Box Arena for the 5th World Championship. And then that incredible moment on stage alongside you, Subi, at the end, wearing gold around his neck. Just an inspirational story, this entire run for the former Team Queso, now Moist Esports. And almost about to be up a game here over SSG to start their World Championship campaign.
And right now, Moist Esports just loitering in the orange half, refusing to push out, even if they're boostless. As the bump almost comes through, don't need it. Joyo gets a hat trick in game number 1, and Moist Esports looking hot right out of the gates.
Not just a hat trick for Joyo, but the playmaker for Vatira as well, going right across Daniel's face. 3-1 the lead now for Moist, with only 28 on the clock. Opportunity though for Arsenal. Looking for another assist. None coming as Daniel's got to retreat. And Vatira is trying to dance around SSG and burn more time off the clock and secure game 1. So tough to play against maybe one of the better front runners in this whole tournament. Moist are going to systematically dismantle SSG in game 1 and take the upper hand in their World Championship run.
And the crowd wants another goal. Space Station lets it hit the ground. And Moist Esports, your winner in game number 1, but Stacks took them a little while to warm up, almost an entire half, but once they got rolling, it was just a train running downhill.
It really was, and Space Station valiantly tried to stand in front of it and just got mowed over. 14 shots to 5.
Oh my goodness.
As Moist Esports just rains on SSG's parade. And now we go to game 2. And if those numbers don't change dramatically, this could be a long series for SSG. It could be a short series for everybody else.
Well, given Moist Esports history, I say buckle in. I mean, they almost go to game 5 or game 7 in 50% of the series that they play. Definitely not a team that you want to take there, but it would not surprise me one bit, given the history between both of these clubs, if we do see game 7 here today.
Moist Esports has to be the odds-on favorite to lift the trophy at the end of all of this. They are the team that is, I think more than anybody, could be accurately described as hotter than the sun. Runner-up at the Winter Major, dominant in the spring. They raise the trophy at the end in London, and they come in here as the #1 seed. Nobody goes in liking their chances against Moist, except maybe Reddles. We talked to him after they qualified in the Swiss rounds, and we kind of asked him, all right, I mean, did you want Moist this early? He's like, yeah, doesn't matter.
I mean,
we want him.
Reddles is just a competitor through and through. Every ounce of him loves competition at its core. And if you give him a chance to get something back from an opponent that took something from him, he will take that every single time.
Careful what you wish for. In Reddles' case, he's gotten it. Right now, results not too promising for SSG. Vatira throwing up to the backboard. Nobody to follow up, but he did get a demolition. That buys them time as that shot just barely deflected up into the heavens by Arsenal. And Daniel in front of Rise as SSG tries to get away. Arsenal avoids Vatira. Reddles to follow, and it's deflected by Rise.
Well, and that's what makes Moist Esports so dangerous, Stax, is the fact that you never know if it's a pass or a shot coming right out of the gates. As Daniel looking for a bump, can't quite find it. Arsenal going to go up off the crossbar. That one denied. And Moist Esports looking to run the field yet again. Daniel gets full boost, puts it right underneath the opponent, and still, Moist Esports continue the pressure.
Rise just off the mark, no follow-up from Joyo. He's way back. Try and keep this ball in the zone and available for his Moist teammate. It's Rise now for Vatira down in front and sent out safely to the side by Reddles, but still not across that center line. It's been just kind of the unbreachable barrier as Vatira will take this from the backboard, and here comes Moist right back into SSG territory.
Those corners are just so open for Moist Esports. They continue to run their offense out of them, and Space Station has yet to make them pay. As Daniel might have got a piece of Joyo there on that back line as Vatira puts it back towards mid. Here comes Arsenal looking to slow it. No boost left. He just turns that ball over, and Moist Esports again continuing this pressure. Space Station is just living in this orange half, and they need to get some offense going soon.
A couple hundred more fans here this week than last when SSG and others played their way through the wild card. They're just waiting for a reason to get loud. Arsenal may be able to give them one. Got around one, and Vatira's right there. Now Daniel has the C parts in front of him, but also reveals Vatira in his face. It's Rise now. That's deflected out to the corner, and Moist have done, I think, an excellent job, Subi, of kind of trying to take the partisan crowd out of this and slow this game down to their liking and keep SSG from getting any momentum.
Absolutely. They're forcing SSG to play their game style as here comes Rise.
Oh,
Gets
my
the
goodness.
flip, and somehow Daniel gets a touch on that ball as Joyo and Vatira try to link up as well, but still, Space Station Gaming, while they're on defense an awful lot this game, they're doing a heck of a job at it.
A lesser team might have been scored on 2 or 3 times, but SSG has at least held the line, having to keep their head on a swivel all over the field. Reynolds now going to call his own number, and Vatira there to stop him. Arsenal get the touch off the wheels, drop it in, and SSG's in front again.
And look at the composure across Arsenal's face right now. We're so used to seeing him get hype after those goals, but he realizes this is a marathon. It's not time to sprint. Keeping it cool, calm, collected.
That crowd has come alive now. The 4th man of this SSG side, at least in this head-to-head matchup with Europe. Reynolds now trying to pop one out. Arsenal's not there. Instead, the defense of Moist was. Daniel waiting patiently for his opportunity to get another clutch goal. Try and put this one out of reach as early as he can. Arsenal to the corner. That pops up, so Daniel can't really dive in, and Vatira's got it. Rise was an option, but the steep part's there as Arsenal comes in, hits their pocket clean, and SSG leads by 2.
Just pulls out the binoculars, sees a wide open hole, shoots, aims, and fires that one on target. Arsenal cannot miss here in game number 2.
Well, that certainly came from out of nowhere and it woke everybody up. Arsenal demolished there, though. Here's Rise trying to get that one right back. Vatira will have it fall to him patiently, and he could not get in front to get in Arsenal's way. So Moist has to regroup now with Reynolds trying to bring this from the backboard. Reynolds, he got a piece of Vatira. Ball still available until Daniel has something to say about it. And Vatira's shot is wide and away again. SSG have weathered the storm.
Nice.
As we get down to the final 35 seconds. Rise bringing it all the way across. There's no panic yet on the side of Moist Doobie, but you gotta imagine they gotta send the house sooner rather than later as that one's deflected away again.
No reason to panic when you have Rise on your side, but still chasing 2 goals. They need to make this one count. They have to score on this push down. As Vatira goes up, this ball gonna go straight down, but cleared back out towards midfield. And surely Space Station Gaming gonna take game number 2.
Barring a goal here to give themselves a little bit of hope at the end of game 2. That touch from Daniel will secure it. And we've got a series on our hands here in our last match of the day.
You can hear the crowd stacks. So many fans here for Space Station Gaming. And this just feels like an old tried and true rivalry that we're so used to in Rocket League. It's been NRG BDS, it's been Vitality Cloud9. You name it, we've had such good EU versus NA vibes, and this one, no different.
And it's by far the best thing about having LANs back. This whole season has been a celebration of our return to international competition and having those overseas rivalries. This one has been better than many others that we've seen in the now 6-year history of the RLCS.
Well, and it just takes all of the what-ifs out of the equation. Well, what if BDS could have played NRG? What if this? It doesn't matter. We're here on the same stage, under one banner. We're all here for Rocket League in Game 3, getting ready to go. Stacks, this one is so crucial. This could totally turn the tides in this series.
Coaching constant. And that man right there, Chrome, who has been awesome at the helm of SSG ever since they signed him. They found a diamond in the rough, and he has prospered. His teams have prospered. Can he lead them to a world championship? That remains to be seen over the next several days, but the first step is right here.
Oh, I think Arsenal was looking for a ground pinch there, and Joyo's looking for a demo, and Reynolds comes to Daniel's assistance there as Rise looking to start off game number 3, just how they started game number 2, with immediate pressure right out of the gates, and Space Station Gaming having none of that, pushing this one right back to the blue half.
Daniel up high for Arsenal, Joyo in the way. Great sense of urgency there from Moist. This goes to Arsenal, waterfall down, and he's ready for it. Joyo, just incredible defensively. I mean, we could talk about the offensive numbers all we want for a lot of these players. Rise had it at his... And he's got the scoring started here in game 3.
Joyo held the brakes for just a split second to let Reynolds fly right by him, and then stepped on the accelerator, got up to speed, took him off the pitch, and it was wide open for Rise. Great creativity there from Moist.
Joyo has been the guy so far in this series. He had all 3 goals, the hat trick in game 1. This goes right to Daniel, open. Caught the defense, napping.
Oh, no way!
Off the posted away by Rise. Great read under pressure. We've seen a lot of players struggle with that in this event. Even Daniel a couple days ago. But it's not there to fool Moist at all. A shot here sent away by Daniel, and Vatira is there to hang with this at midfield. Rise, soft shot deflected out to the corner.
Yeah, that wasn't necessarily a shot. That's just a touch to slow the offense down from Space Station. And look, boxed them right back in their own half as Vatira looking to follow through. Can't quite find the shot as Daniel gets another touch. Great pass over to Arsenal, and Reddle's going to have a little space to work with.
Roll the ball at the net and hope something good happens. It did not that time for Moist, and now Daniel dispossessed by Vatira. Reynolds looking over towards Arsenal, and Rise saw that play develop in slow motion and almost yielded a goal for Moist Esports.
And Reynolds faking the shot there, pushing Moist back just enough to slow down the pressure as the shot goes on. And I thought Reynolds was going to try and get a touch on that one as Daniel didn't know if he should go forward, was last man back. The shot a little too slow on target. And as we near halftime, Stacks, still Moist have a 1-goal lead.
About to be 2 goals. This one hand-delivered to Joyo. And a 2-0 lead for Moist as Reynolds would definitely want that one back.
Oh, Daniel went for the side boost. And I believe it was Vatira that stole it away. Might have been Rise, but either way, nothing left for Daniel. He was left alone on an island, couldn't get back to the net. And Moist Esports have a 2-goal lead.
They always just find a way to not just jump in front, but increase their lead. Few teams hold leads better than Moist. We talked about it just very briefly earlier on. It just feels like they get a lead and they get a stranglehold on a series. At least the SSG faithful have something to cheer about in this game. Looking for more. Reynolds got Rise. Samuel stayed dead for a little while, but now it's Daniel that has to bring it all the way back.
Smart play there.
Yeah, again, not pressing the issue too much, not panicking, still with 2 minutes left. But then neither is Moist. I mean, they understand the pace that SSG wants to play at, and they They don't come into the zone until they are good and ready as this is set across dangerously by SSG. They just don't seem to have a way to break past this Moist defense.
Yeah, and you see Reynolds there. Only 1 save on target. Daniel with 2 shots. Reynolds gets the demo, but it's the man and back all the way on the goal line. And still, midfield pressure so good from Moist Esports, not allowing Space Station to even get any semblance of offense going here as Daniel, a little bit of space, but denied by Joyo.
All the way across, there's Daniel. Has Arsenal downfield, but also has Rise in the way. All of these long passes have been cut out by Moist. It just seems every single time. It really does feel like they have downloaded Space Station Gaming. Arsenal blocked here as it goes out to the wing. Daniel at least get a look, but he's got nothing in the tank. I think Joyo realizes that and has all day to play this away. Who does Vatira, even though Arsenal was diving in, didn't have an angle. And Moist, again, the chokehold remains. SSG have not had a good look at the blue net.
Not one time here in game number 3. They have just been launching the ball on target and crossing their fingers that it'll go in. But every single time, Moist wags a finger right back in their face as the defense has been impenetrable from Moist Esports. And no, denied again from Vatira. Comes from the weak side, all the way from behind. And it looks like Moist Esports going to repay the favor of that shutout and take game number 3.
It's only 2 goals, but that is as dominant performance as we've seen today. Moist just shut down Space Station. 2 wins down, 2 to go along the upper bracket.
And these teams doing the do-si-do here in Fort Worth, Texas, going back and forth. Space Station Gaming, it is now their turn to try and figure out how to break through the Moist Esports midfield line, because right now, Stacks, they are just boxed in their own half. They can't get boost. They're constantly playing with 0. And when you have Reynolds with 0 shots on your team, you're not going to win many games. He has got to be the guy who starts your offense and getting involved.
While Space Station has outshot Moist Esports over the last couple of games, it sure has has not felt like it. Moist Esports have shut down and completely locked down SSG as we look back at the Mobile One high performance replay. And the only high performance came from this team. The team you're about to see add their second goal. Joyo made it 2-0. That's the final score in game 3. And now Space Station back to the drawing board. They've just traded jabs back and forth. Odd games so far have belonged to Moist Esports. That does not serve SSG well, but they've got to find a way to get 2 in a row. Now would be a good time to start as we go to Utopia for game 4.
Well, if you notice, they did not take a timeout, feeling confident going into game 4 here, Stacks. And for them, they've just got to figure out this Moist Esports offense. It just immediately starts here with a fury of shots in game number 4.
Rise with Joyo waiting for the pass. Daniel got this. It's on target, but Vatira had it lined up all the way. The young kid just manages to amaze about every other time he's on the ball. I mean, so too does Vatira. He has shut him down at almost every turn.
You just almost have to pick up your jaw off the floor every time Daniel is flying through the air. It's Arsenal trying to get a look. Here comes Daniel. He's playing his third man there. Gets the one over the second defender there, and Arsenal going to go ahead and put a shot on the target. A little too close on that one, but you like to see this if you're a Space Station fan. Not only are they getting demos, they're keeping the pressure, and the shot on target. Arsenal gets his third of the series.
Arsenal coming in ever the opportunist after the demolition on Rise. He couldn't get back, and Vatira couldn't circle around quick enough. So Arsenal, as you mentioned, third goal, a second assist to Reynolds as well. Space Station Gaming have a rare lead in this series. Can they hold on? Can they expand it? We're trying to do here on this trip, but Joyo right there to just stuff that ball right back in Arsenal's face. And Rise waiting across the way on the weak side. Won't ever get there as Daniel comes in aggressively.
Oh, very aggressive. Gets the demo, was looking for a second there on Rise. Couldn't quite find it. And here comes Reynolds. Off of the ceiling, an awkward touch there from Arsenal. No one expecting it from Moist Esports, and dangerous ball there, but great vision from Joyo to see no one from Space Station there, just pokes the ball downfield and gets Vatira going.
With all of these demolitions, we're almost getting a mini crew battle at times. Both teams having to play 2v2 a couple of times in this series for a few seconds at a time. Arsenal has that drop right down to Daniel. Joyo will not let it leave the zone. May not have a choice in a moment here. Daniel got to get up for that and just did ahead of Joyo. And Akira threatening as well, Subi. And again, you wonder, can SSG really keep Moist off the scoreboard for an entire game again? Was game 2 a fluke? Or can they pitch another shutout? We've had, back-to-back shutouts between these two teams.
It might be an anomaly, but I mean, for Space Station, like you said, they have the lead. So honestly, they can sit back and relax. While I don't recommend doing that against Moist Esports, it makes it a lot easier to start your offense. You're not worried about pressing forward so hard, and you don't have to feel as though you have to be so aggressive. So for Space Station, look at how comfortable they are. Daniel playing third man all the way back on his own half. And just gives it up as I'm saying that.
Maybe a little too comfortable.
Capitalizing on the mistake there from Daniel off the back wall.
That's just a great win by Joyo. What a read against Reynolds. Daniel never had a chance to react. Just after the halfway mark, we're all knotted up again.
Oh my goodness.
That read by Joyo, he's just unstoppable.
If you put any of these guys on LAN, the entire Moist Esports team is just so scary. They blossom under the bright lights.
It's not just plot armor. This team does feel so often to actually just be invincible. Arsenal, danger at giving this ball away. Had to stay with it with Rise right there. And now Daniel, this time at least, got around Joyo. But there is Vatira, just great team defense from Moist on the initial surge into the zone.
Oh boy.
There's a good bump. And Rise could not convert. By the slimmest of margins, SSG keep them out How much longer? Arsenal could not connect here with Daniel maybe waiting for a redirect.
Oh, it's open.
Now he's going to take it himself. Can't get the ball down as Joyo recovers to send it away.
Great recognition there from Joyo, realizing the backline was open. Big flick towards mid, but Rise denied by Daniel. And Moist Esports looking to score. 80 seconds remain here in game number 4, and they continue to press forward.
Any mistake or any huge win, like the one we saw earlier from Joyo, just magnified at this stage as Daniel has to sky one out of harm's way and stays with the play. Kind of finished the job, but now we're down to the final minute. Right after the demo by Joyo, Vatira scores! It's his first goal of the series, and it may put Moist on match point.
It couldn't have come at a more opportune time. The demo deletes the back defender. Daniel can't quite get there in time, and Moist Esports take the lead. 55 to go here, Stacks.
They've been so close. Sending the guy downfield, looking for a demo in front of the net, time and time again. This time, they get home. Now it's Moist's turn to defend under duress. Not a lot of it, though, as Rise forces them out of the zone, and Arsenal had to come up quickly. Daniel now going to try and stay with it. He could not. Arsenal trying to set up Reynolds. It's not there. Final 30 seconds, and Moist threatening to put this one away.
Right at midfield, perfect pass for Daniel, but he slows it down and can't find it underneath the crossbar. Reynolds pushing forward into the corner here as Daniel, just narrowly misses, too far inside, and they've got less than 10 to go.
Gotta have it right here. Rise in the way as he shuts down Reynolds. No time on the clock. SSG have to play it anywhere they can to try and keep it in the air, and they cannot. Moist are on match point as they once again try to dismiss Space Station Gaming.
This team just continues to be denied in live environment. This team seems unstoppable. And Space Station Gaming, looking for kryptonite here, they're going to have to take a timeout to try and figure out how they can take 2 games off of Moist Esports.
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't take the timeout, but also, I don't know that a timeout's going to help. I'll just go ahead and say it. This team cannot beat that team. It's that simple. There is something about Moist that they have Space Station's number. As we look back again at the Mobile One High Performance replay, and Vatira delivering the dagger in Game 4, and maybe the dagger for the series.
I mean, this team is not only able to be beat by Space Station, but they haven't finished outside of a top 4 since November of 2021. This team has been on a roll, and it has been so fun to watch. And it doesn't look like they're slowing down, Stacks. It looks like they just somehow continue to get better. They've always been so, I mean, just non-linear with their gameplay, and it doesn't seem to stop.
Saw a shot of Reynolds there, and I think it was a really good look at a man who has got to be incredibly frustrated every time he runs up against his team, and he wants them every chance he gets to prove that they can finally beat them. Maybe they had saved their best for last and they finally get over the hump at the World Championship, but they find themselves staring up a tall, tall mountain. Down 3-1 to Moist Esports, and the clouds are rolling in. That is adorable. That's why we love having these lands back.
It is absolutely incredible that, I mean, from ages 9 months to 99 years old, doesn't matter. You can enjoy Rocket League wherever you are, and it is just such a...
You didn't have to date yourself like that, Snoopy.
Well, you know, sometimes I have to let you know that I've got a little experience over here.
A lot. We go to Wasteland now for Game 5. The post-apocalyptic background coming on your screen very shortly, and it could be the end of the line in this series for Space Station Gaming in yet another attempt to try and take down Moist Esports.
I mean, if that isn't an omen, I don't know what is, Stax. That is a scary sight to behold if you're Space Station Gaming. But mental fortitude is what we're about to see. And can Space Station Gaming last this onslaught of Moist Esports?
Teams after timeout generally come out with that second wind. Does SSG have a strong start in them? They're going to need it, because if Moist scores this first goal, he might be able to wrap it up. Here goes Daniel. Given plenty of time and plenty of space. Usually a death sentence for a team, but not for this team. As Moist slow him down, Reynolds will have one deflected up, and Tira with a lot of space of his own.
Arsenal, so much respect given to Moist Esports, sitting in midfield. And Daniel puts that one under the crossbar. Nobody home for Moist Esports.
You know the rule. Hand down, man down. Rise didn't get up in time. Nobody was there. And Space Station Gaming, they have a lead early in a game again. They're scored first, I believe, in 3 out of these 5 games. They've had opportunities, but they just have not been able to put away Moist other than that one shutout in game 2.
Yeah, and again, you know, we could talk about how easy technically it could be to hold on to a lead, but not when you're facing Moist, not when you have the mechanical power of all 3 players on Moist. But not only that, I mean, yeah, they're teammates, but they're all friends. And that, oh, what a save, and oh, Reynolds comes in, flying from midfield, and puts this one in to give Space Station a 2-0 lead.
A fortuitous bounce here off of Joyo. It was on its way out to the corner, and unfortunately Joyo in the wrong spot. Space Station Gaming get a break and a 2-goal lead in a game they must win to stay in the upper bracket. Trying to get a shot at Semper in the upper bracket. Loser drops down, has to deal with endpoint. There's Joyo here dispossessed. Arsenal coming in, and there's nobody to demo, so he's got to turn tail and run. Joyo trying to run interference in the Space Station net. Daniel has evaded him.
Boy, still comfortable playing laterally there, just going left to right, right to left, trying to wear down Space Station, force them to use every ounce of boost they have, because at the moment, Moist have absolutely been winning the boost battles, constantly stealing, constantly so thirsty for every ounce of boost, living up to their Moist Esports name as Rise goes up, over double committed defender, and double tap, no, denied. On the back line, Moist still chasing their first goal.
They've given Vatira so much time to just wind up and fire. And he's burned him once. Almost did it again. They cannot let Moist have all that time and space, but it's at least working right now. They have those 2 goals. Spotted a double goal lead, and now Vatira pop one away. Only as far as Daniel. Joyo taken out twice. Once by Arsenal, once by Reynolds. Double kill, and SSG's up 3.
Oh, I love this play from SSG. Reynolds playing so aggressive. Daniel slowing it down. And then the unselfish play says, here you go, Reynolds. You did all the work. Take the goal. Space Station up 3.
This is by far the best that Space Station has looked in this series, and their fans may be starting to believe. Joyo, though, coming through, and there is Daniel for the stop, and he kills it there along the ground, not letting Vatira just have it roll out to him. He had to come chase it down. Now Arsenal looking for a 4th goal, and that one's sent away.
What a save from Joyo. I don't know how he read that ball, but here comes a breakaway play from Moist Esports. 1-2 denied by Space Station, but they continue to stay in this orange half, and no pressure on that ball. Rise comes from opposite side to keep things alive, and awkward play here from Space Station. Seems like the boost is starting to become a problem for him, Stacks.
And they're getting a little comfortable on their half of the field as well when that happened last game. Oh, it spelled disaster, though. This time it's popped away just ahead of Joyo. Reynolds up to Arsenal. Maybe looking to put this one away. One center roll, and he goes it through and not in. What a save again, as the Moist defense gives themselves a shot with 90 seconds left.
Oh, that ball was flashing, Stacks. It was crossing the goal line. And still, Moist refused to give up. Chasing 3. They're going to need one here. They have to send their house. Rise puts it up. It's going to roll back down, but no follow-up shot is there. Too slow on that one. And Space Station sends it back downfield, and Arsenal, oh, can't roll it in. He's hit left, he's hit right, he's hit up above, but still can't find a goal here in game number 5.
Well, that's why you spot yourself a 3-goal lead, so you don't have to score in the final minute. Daniel got around, and there's Rise. It looked good. Resulted in nothing. And Arsenal just kept that away as Joyo tried to sneak one into an almost empty net. 40 seconds remain as SSG fights for survival in the upper bracket. But Tira's gonna sky one up. And nothing there off the flip reset. They just haven't had it in this game. Moist has a few in the bag, but they're gonna let one get away here. One of those closeout opportunities. And a little bit of breath now for Space Station Gaming as Daniel gets his third of the series.
Second one here in game number 5. Rise a little too slow to that one, but I don't quite fault him. This one was out of hand. And Space Station Gaming clawing back to life, refusing to be turned away, refusing to give up. And Stacks, we're only 2 games away from game 7, my friend.
Why not? They've gone there. They've gone the distance. Just about every time they've faced each other. Just seems like it's written in the script. Maybe another trip to the Heartbreak Hotel, but for now, Space Station Gaming gotta be breathing a big sigh of relief. They've staved off relegation down below, and they stay alive here on the main stage.
Yeah, I mean, big sigh of relief, but you also have to face the facts that if you're going to take this one against Moist, you got to bring them to Game 7, and you have to beat them in Game 7. And Space Station Gaming, historically, 0-4 in Game 7s at LAN. They just do not have the ice, and when you turn the script to the other side, Moist Esports has all of it.
I remember somebody famously saying last week that SSG doesn't have the ice. Pass from the past. And they turned out to have it in the end. It's a bit of a different beast over on the other side of the field this time around. But at least they have life going into Neo Tokyo. You gotta imagine it's gonna be so tough for that young man right there to kind of tune all of this out. Those headphones do a lot of work. They are not unflappable. You can still hear just something. You know that the crowd is going nuts one way or the other. You can hear them right now behind us. Game 6 about to get underway. Is this the end of the line? Game 6, Neo Tokyo, brought to you by Bob's Ramen. Here we go. Space Station and Moist with Champions Field looming in the distance.
Oh, big kickoff here for Space Station. Arsenal looking for a big challenge, and Reynolds cut off Daniel. I thought maybe he had a better angle, but maybe the boost was an issue for him. I'm not quite sure on that one, but still, Space Station not allowing an immediate shot opportunity, but Moist Esports, man, oh man, can they make offense seemingly out of nothing.
Not the greatest touch out of Arsenal, but Reynolds did just enough to shut down the angle. Now Joyo, maybe a little too strong, intended for Vatira. Do all they can to keep this in the zone, but Reynolds made sure to grab that corner boost, and that's critical as they try to get out of the zone. Otherwise, Moist threatening to really starve them out. Now Joyo up top for Rise, can't get the double down on target. And a break for SSG. They take out Rise and Vatira. Only Joyo for the moment. They're both back and ready to go.
And that was the big difference maker in game number 5, as that one almost sent in. Huge double tap and just narrowly missed its mark off of the post. But for Space Station to be successful, I genuinely feel like they have to rely on those demos. They have to try and play a man advantage. They've got to play 3v2 here against Moist.
Who blinks first in the second closeout opportunity for Moist against SSG? Daniel right at Vatira. That matchup has been great to watch all day long. Those two right at each other every single time, it feels like. There's Daniel again, whirling through on target and shut down by Joyo. Follow-up is swatted away by Vatira.
I love that from Reynolds, just sitting there poaching, knowing that that player is going to come directly towards him, but unfortunately from him, someone waiting directly center of net as these teams continue to battle back and forth. And this seems very reminiscent of game number 2 when we were scoreless for nearly 3.5 minutes. Both teams realizing how important this game is. Obviously, Moist Esports, if they get that dub, going to go ahead and march forward.
Daniel gonna kill this here. Vatira was hoping Daniel would bring it over to the side to him. Not the case. Rise jumping ahead though. Only Daniel to beat. Rise's shot is blocked away. Daniel able to hold his ground for now. Joyo again trying to snipe the corner. Sailed on him. And the boost steal out of Moist. Trying to starve out Space Station Gaming, but the drought won't last very long.
And Space Station has got to be careful. They've double committed a few times here, and it's only a matter of time before Moist Esports capitalizes on those mistakes on the back half as Arsenal sees Reynolds. Reynolds denied as Vatira goes up, and Daniel tried to go low, but perfect read from Vatira, no one home, and the shot in for Vatira. Moist Esports take the lead.
Almost like they lulled him into a false sense of security. It's a tough angle, and Vatira reads it perfectly. Arsenal couldn't get a hand up in time, and with 2 minutes left, Moist are closing in on closing out SSG.
Under 20 seconds to get one goal, tie this all up, Stacks. And for Moist Esports, time to just hang on, keep that pressure going, and keep Space Station at bay.
Space Station has not won a game in this series where they've conceded a goal. Their 2 wins, a 2-0 and 4-0 shutout. Rise, I think he got a bump on Arsenal from behind that made him get rid of that ball a little sooner than he would have liked as Reynolds tries to fake them out. And Arsenal coming in, the door slammed right in his face. Out to the corner now. That demolition on Reynolds could put SSG into a world of hurt, but Arsenal sure-handed at the back. He's got Reynolds running downfield, and it's just not there for the pass. Daniel got to pop one up at midfield and try and slow down Moist. Many teams have tried. Many teams have failed. Here goes Daniel. Arsenal running along the back line. Nobody there. Now it's Reynolds trying to walk it home, and Rise avoids contact, gets the stop. Now Arsenal to the corner, and Vatira's waiting patiently, and Europe's most valuable player. Not quite unanimously, but pretty darn close. They have just put this series away.
My goodness, back door is wide open, and you just let that ball in scot-free. Oh, Mama Vatira is an absolute hero here in game number 6.
And the chirping going on now with Moist closing in on final victory. But now Reynolds across the way. He's got Arsenal up there. Daniel waiting underneath.
Oh, he missed it.
And this is going to force Reynolds back. That's bad news for Space Station Gaming, needing 2 goals now with minimal time on the clock. The demo on Rise opens the window just a little bit, and Daniel scores to give SSG life again.
Oh, he does it again, pirouetting through the air, floating, filled with helium, and goes far post and in, bringing Space Station within 1.
Vatira stopped him every single time in this series except right there, when it mattered most, when Daniel had to have it. Will it matter? Is the real question. Joyo, let it get away. Vatira, gonna try to keep control, make SSG chase him. Reynolds has, but that goes right to Rise. Final countdown now, and Rise puts it away! Once and for all, Moist on top!
How many times is he gonna get a goal with less than 10 seconds to go in the game? Rise continues to show he's got that ice in his veins, baby!
Space Station had won their last 6 games on Neo Tokyo. That streak ends when this ball touches the ground as Moist Esports once again have SSG's number, and now they've got a date with Semper in the upper bracket.
And these 2 teams just continue to battle. Out of 21 possible game stacks, they've played 20 of them. You've got to tip your hat to Space Station, but you've got to throw your hat on the floor for Moist Esports. These guys continue to impress, and I don't know how they never fold under the pressure.
It is probably the